Today is June 26th. Welcome to Big Book Daily. My name is Rob. I am an alcoholic. It is a thrill, honor, and joy to be here with you today as we journey through the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous and the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions. Today out of the Big Book, we are going to continue our journey through the final chapter of the core text by reading pages 152 and 153. And out of the 12 and 12, we are going to continue our journey through Tradition 11 by reading page 182. We will get back to the personal stories tomorrow. So with all that, my friends, hope you're doing well this morning. We've been given a brand new set of 24 hours, and that's always a good thing. Clean slate, we have the ability to start all over again, one day at a time. So let's go ahead and get to the good stuff. All right, my friends, so if you recall from yesterday's reading, we've gotten to a part where the person cannot picture life without alcohol at the very beginning. It says here in 152, he cannot picture life without alcohol. Someday he will be unable to imagine life either with alcohol or without it. So vision for you, page 152. We have shown how we got out from under. You say, yes, I'm willing, but am I going to be consigned to a life where I shall be stupid, boring, and glum, like some righteous people that I see? I know I must get along without liquor, but how can I? Have you a sufficient substitute? Yes, there is a substitute, and it is vastly more than that. It is a fellowship in Alcoholics Anonymous. There you will find release from care, boredom, and worry. Your imagination will be fired. Life will mean something at last. The most satisfactory years of your existence lie ahead. Thus we find the fellowship, and so will you. How is that to come about, you ask? Where am I to find these people? You are going to meet these new friends in your own community. Near you, alcoholics are dying helplessly like people on a sinking ship. If you live in a large place, there are hundreds, high and low, rich and poor. These are future fellows of Alcoholics Anonymous. Among them, you will make lifelong friends. You will be bound to them with new and wonderful ties, for you will escape disaster together, and you will commence shoulder to shoulder your common journey. Then you will know what it means to give of yourself, that others may survive and rediscover life. You will learn the full meaning of love thy neighbor as thyself. It may seem incredible that these men are to become happy, respected, and useful once more. How can they rise out of such misery, bad repute, and hopelessness? The practical answer is that since these things have happened among us, they can happen with you. Should you wish them above all else, and be willing to make use of our experience, we're sure that they will come. The age of miracles is still with us. Our own recovery proves that. Our hope is that when this chip of a book is launched on the world tide of alcoholism, defeated drinkers will seize upon it to follow its suggestions. Many, we are sure, will rise to their feet and march on. They will approach still other sick ones, and fellowships of Alcoholics Anonymous may spring up in each city and hamlet, havens for those who must find a way out. In the chapter Working with Others, you gathered an idea of how we approach and aid others to health. Suppose now that through you, several families have adopted this way of life. You will want to know more of how to proceed from that point. Perhaps the best way of treating you to a glimpse of your future will be to describe the growth of the fellowship among us. Here is a brief account. Years ago, in 1935, one of our number made a journey to a certain western city. From a business standpoint, his trip came off badly. Had he been successful in his enterprise, he would have been set on his feet financially, which, at the time, seemed vitally important. But his venture wound up in a lawsuit and bogged down completely. The proceeding was shot through with much hard feeling and controversy. All right, we will stop there. Great stuff today. I can't wait to come back to this in just a second. All right, I'm moving into the 12 and 12. We're on tradition number 11. Cruising right along here. Our public relations policy is based on attraction rather than promotion. We need always maintain personal anonymity at the level of press, radio, and films. And today we are going to read page 182. In the beginning, the press could not understand our refusal of all personal publicity. They were genuinely baffled by our insistence upon anonymity. Then they got the point. A society which said that it wished to publicize its principles and its work, but not its individual members. The press was delighted with this attitude. Ever since, these friends have reported AA with enthusiasm, which the most ardent members would find hard to match. There was actually a time when the press of America thought that anonymity of AA was better for us than some of our own members did. At one point, about 100 of our society were breaking anonymity at a public level. With perfectly good intent, these folks declared that the principle of anonymity was horse and buggy stuff, something appropriate to AA's pioneering days. They were sure that AA could go faster and farther if it availed itself of modern publicity methods. AA, they pointed out, included many persons of local, national, or international fame. Provided they were willing, and many were, why shouldn't their membership be publicized, thereby encouraging others to join us? There were plausible arguments, but happily our friends of the writing profession disagreed with them. Alright, my friends, that's where we're going to stop today. Some short reading today. And, certainly by the end of this chapter, we understand why Tradition 11 is established. But, going back to the big book real fast, the line that really catches me is on 152. Yes, there is a substitute, and there's vastly more than that. Well, we receive so many more things in sobriety. And one of the many powerful things is a fellowship in Alcoholics Anonymous. That's it, a family. There you will find release from care, boredom, and worry. The most satisfactory years of your existence lie ahead. It's like I said yesterday, this is just the beginning. This isn't an end to anything except for misery. This is the beginning of a whole new life. And it sounds like I'm just over-exaggerating or making this up, but I promise you, the best years of my life, I can say this, the best years of my life have been these sober years, going on one day at a time. I didn't say they were the easiest years. Circumstances in my life have gotten much harder over time. However, thanks to the 12 steps and thanks to my new relationship with my higher power, I feel better equipped to deal with the curveballs of life. Not to mention, a lot of my fear has melted away. Those promises did come true in my life and continue to come true. If sobriety was lame, I wouldn't keep doing this. If you are sober today, my friends, you're a miracle. And I'm sure that those who love you are very proud of you. If we were given another set of 24 hours, I look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow.